Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Solaris with Solaris Fairy Astrology and Tarot. This is a pick a card psychic reading about love for you with your person where you might not have heard from them in a while. So you might be in a low contact or even a no contact or in separation from your person right now. And so this is a psychic reading to see what's going on in this connection. I filmed this intro at a beautiful beach in Hawaii, and as I'm watching this footage back, it makes me feel like how I used to feel when I was in no contact with my person, because it can feel really isolating and like you're alone. I know how confusing it can be to not know what's going on with them and to have no news or very little contact when you love them so much. So I hope this video gives you some clarity and some comfort. So feel free to pick a card or pick a pile in the cards that you see in front of you, and then click on the timestamp in the description box, and that will take you to your reading. I'll see you there. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading today. I know that this can sometimes be a little bit of a sad topic because I know that you guys haven't heard from your person in a while, or you might hear from your person sporadically, or it might be like really little or really superficial conversation from them. This video is going to be about what would they really say to you if they could, maybe from their higher self. We are going to ask all sorts of questions about communication, or when they would talk to you, or when it would deepen, or when you might hear from them if they haven't been in your life for a while, that kind of stuff. So we're going to ask all about that sort of thing. We have the Alchemia Tarot card deck that I used to film this video, which is great. And you guys picked the Six of Pentacles card for your pile. So the Six of Pentacles card represents a giving and receiving of energy that's equal, that's mutual feelings, or really putting effort in, both of you putting effort in. So you might feel like this is a one-sided connection, or wondering if it is, or you might be thinking, when will they start to give back to this connection? So we're going to check to see first what's going on in this connection, see if you guys are no contact or low contact, see if they're actually talking to you at all, see what this connection is, what's going on. You also, in addition to Six of Pentacles, I picked this crystal for you to bless the deck today. This is beautiful. It kind of looks like, I don't know, like a conch shell, you know, like a seashell, which is beautiful. But also what I love about this is I bought it from Hawaii. So this whole video was filmed in Hawaii, this intro, where you might feel like you're on a lonely beach by yourself. But this crystal is very beautiful. I got it in Hawaii, and I'm using it to bless your reading, so I will put it on here in frame for you. And we'll see, I put the Six of Pentacles card back in the deck, because we will see if that does show up again, if that is your indicate, you know, since that's your indicator card or the card you picked. It would be curious to see if it shows up, where it shows up. So let's see what is going on between you and your person today. All right. So 3 cards for your side, how you're thinking and feeling about them right now. This is going to be like a way for you to verify if this is your pile as well. All right. These 3 cards over here are going to be what your person is thinking, what they're feeling about you, or kind of what's going on in the connection on their end. This is what's going on your end. This is the future in the next 3 months, and maybe more of like a long-term outcome. So see if this resonates with you, if this feels like it's your pile. So how do you feel like your person right now? Okay, so here we go. All right. So I think that you feel like you guys had been moving forward very well, or you felt like you had some sort of breakthrough or some sort of progression, forward movement with the Chariot. So it does seem like you felt like this was working out pretty good and, you know, moving forward very well. Then it seems like you feel like you guys kind of hit like a pothole or a roadblock, or kind of like it might have kind of slowed down or stopped with the Hanged Man. Or you might feel that there are very real life challenges or blocks in this connection, like external situation wise, that you guys have to overcome. And then I get the Four of Swords, which represents kind of like an inactivity, feeling like things aren't really moving or no action. But it's interesting because it's on your side. So you might feel like there are some real pauses or delays in this connection, and that your person's not taking action towards you. But since it's on your side, you also might feel like, well, I can't really take action towards them either, or I can't really say anything either, or this is a card of like inactivity and nothing really happening. How do they perceive your connection going right now? And I'm not taking reversals, I guess, for this, because I think I flipped these anyway. All right, so we'll not do reversals for this part of it. Your person still seems very happy with you, actually, with the Sun. It does seem like you bring them a lot of happiness and joy, and it does seem like that they think that this connection is going very well in their eyes. They don't see this situation like you do. They don't see it as paused. They actually are very excited to leap forward with you, and they are very, like, joyous in regards to, like, what has gone on already between the two of you. So that is good. I also get the Page of Swords. So it seems like they're spying on your social media. So that definitely seems like if you have social media and they are on it, or they have found a way to spy on your social media. So they feel like they're able to like lurk on you and kind of see like what's going on in this connection on their end for them to gather information that they need. So that is actually interesting. Also, they're thinking about the words that you have said to them. So the Page of Swords represents like the feminine communicating. So it seems like they are actually focused on the words that you have said, and they actually are trying to prioritize you and give you words love language. So if your love language is a words love language, I feel like they actually are going to try to do that. So it seems like this pile may not be a no contact. It might be one of the low contact ones, or if it's no contact, it might be just a temporary low contact. I'm actually feeling like your person's already making up a plan. The Ace of Pentacles means they're actually trying to give you an offer. So it seems like they're going to try to give you a strong, solid offer, and they're very excited about this offer. They are not perceiving this situation the way you are whatsoever. They don't feel like there is a pause. They don't feel like there is an inactivity. I feel like they are actually creating an offer for you as they speak, because it seems like what happened in the past is it seems like you really like did the right thing and you did absolutely like what you should have done. It seems like there was a decision for the divine feminine with the Two of Swords. And the reason why I say divine feminine is because I get the divine feminine here with the Queen of Cups. And I get the Four of Wands. So I would say that for you in this particular case, you were like so evolved and nurturing and kind and giving excess like compassion and love and sweetness. And I feel like there was like a beautiful relationship between the two of you here with the Four of Wands. This also might have been a reconciliation if you guys had gotten back together, or just like a very happy relationship in this connection here. So that was actually like really wonderful. Okay. So this is great. So I feel like that you made a decision, and that decision was to give beautiful sweetness and nurturing and kindness and love to this beautiful relationship. So maybe you are just feeling like the communication has slowed down, or that you haven't seen their effort or their actions. But there might be also something deep down, either that you know or that you wish that the effort was mutual, or that the feelings are mutual and reciprocated. So that is actually very, very beautiful. And because I'm not taking reversals, I'm flipping these around. So what I love to see in this situation is what's coming to an end. So in the next 3 months, I get that you guys are going to complete a cycle with the World card. You guys are going to come to an end. Now, normally I would say that this is a bad thing, or like, oh no, because if you guys come to an end, then it's like, oh, this like beautiful relationship is over. But that's not what I see comes to an end. So what I see comes to an end with the World is the Moon and the Four of Coins. So the Moon is actually a card that represents emotional confusion, which right now you might be in the dark. You might not be kind of like privy to their plans, or to like what's going to go on and like what they're planning to do, what will happen. And you might intuitively know, because the Moon is sometimes a psychic card. So maybe intuition is telling you this. but you don't have like the physical evidence. And then I get the Four of Coins over here, which represents actually the closed off energy and the refusing to open up. So these are what's coming to an end. So what's going to be over is your emotional confusion, or theirs, even though they don't seem like they're confused. But if you felt like they were confused, then that's done. And I feel like that they do see that you are valuable and that they will open up as well. And so basically what they will tell you or communicate with you is going to really clarify some things for you a lot. So what's coming to an end is the refusing to open up and the emotional confusion. So that's like fantastic. I really, really love that. And I get, wow, yes, oh my gosh. So beyond 3 months' time, look at how happy you are, the Empress. You are goddess energy. You are nurtured. You are happy. You are on your throne. You are filled up. You are given so much love. You are the hottest, most idealized lover. You are absolutely in like a wonderful place. And they also see you and treat you like the Empress, which is the best card that you can get, actually. So that is like so fantastic. And that must be why they're so happy, because they see these plans with you coming up in the future. So that's awesome. So I love it. So let's clear this away and get some more information about maybe, like, since you aren't getting maybe enough words from them, what they would say to you. Or actually, you know what? Let's look a little deeper with the tarot before we go into that. Why have they been a little low contact, no contact with you? So I'm going to see, actually, and I'm going to clarify it with the Pink Divine Love Oracle. 5 cards. And I'm going to clarify, why have they been no or low contact with you? You may know. But if you have been confused with the moon, we will clarify. So I'm going to put I'm going to do 1 Pink Divine Love Oracle as to why they are no or low contact right now with you. And then I'm going to clarify it with 1 more external card. What deck do I want to use? Hermits. Okay. All right. Why? What is their thinking? What is their reasoning behind why they are no or low contact with you? Okay. So you may know why, but if you don't know why, this could be an opportunity for you to like get some more insight onto like what's going on with them right now. So let's see here. So we'll take the first one. I play with this kitty because he's crazy. Okay. All right. So I get justice, not listening, and I am manifesting you. Okay. So first of all, I get justice. Now, some of you are in a relationship with your person, and the justice represents commitment. It represents, and we got with the 4 of Wands. So there is some togetherness there. If they are, even if you guys are not in an official commitment, if you're in a situationship or if you're just interacting with each other, even though the 4 of Wands shows that you are or have been in some sort of official relationship in the past. I get not listening, inconsiderate, always thinks they are right, and I am manifesting you. It seems like the reason why your person is doing no or low contact right now is because they feel like that this is the best course of action. They think, now, I want to venture and say that your person probably thinks that they are always right, but if you guys have a person who does not feel that way, I feel the majority of you do, but if you have somebody that isn't, I do feel like at least they feel like they can't listen to you or they're not listening to you at the moment. So if you've told them something like, oh, I want to hear from you more, or oh, I want this or that, they're not listening to your wants or to your side. It does seem like they are being inconsiderate of that at the moment because they think that they know better. And it seems like they know better in this dynamic or in this relationship because they feel like they are manifesting you. They might be trying to get you to come to them. They might be trying to manifest a beautiful relationship with you. Or they might be feeling like, I know pile 1 is saying this, but I need to do it my way. And I am manifesting our relationship, but I have to do things my own way. So there is this. And your person is idealizing you right now, but they might have been giving you some illusions and unkept promises. I get the Lovers. I get that they super love you, or they're very, very much in love with you, or that they have so much love for you or so many romantic feelings for you combined with I want you. So they're really, really, really desiring you and loving you and wanting you and all of it. And I get rose-colored glasses. They might be looking at this relationship or connection that you guys have through like a distortion. So they might be looking at it through kind of like a distortion where they want you, they have romantic feelings for you, they feel all that, but they might have been over-promising and under-delivering, at least if not now, then in the past. And it does seem like maybe they haven't been able to keep their promises. They might have been giving you some kind of like illusion. So they might feel like their feelings are overwhelming them in regards to, I don't feel like they are an overly optimistic person in general, but I feel like they might be in an overly optimistic or gotten a boost of optimism lately, or maybe even just today, because the cards on their side is they're feeling very happy with this connection and you're feeling like this is on a pause or a delay or a standstill. And I feel like maybe they even have this optimism or almost like an unrealistic hope, or, you know, just like they hope for having a good connection with you with these rose-colored glasses and unkept promises and illusions. They might also feel like if I can just maintain pile one and keep them over here, then I'll be able to do what I need to do to be with them. So I do feel like they might be trying to have you look over here while they do something over there, but for the good, what they feel like is for the good of the relationship. Yes, so they don't have all the answers right now. They haven't been able to take action, but I feel like they absolutely intend on charging in and planning on coming forward for you. So I get the Knight of Swords, which is somebody like rushing in. So I feel like the Divine Masculine wants to like rush in. And I do feel like this is a card of communication, but I also feel like they don't know what to say yet. So I feel like once they have something concrete to say, they will absolutely race in and act on it. I do feel like your person has intentions of acting on it. So the Knight of Swords means that they rush in, but it's paired with that they still don't have all the answers, and also options, multiple choices, many opportunities available. So your person doesn't maybe know what path to take. They might not know what to do in life. They might not know, which is so funny because they think they know best with the inconsiderate not listening. So they think they know best, but they don't know the answer yet. So they're like, I'm the one that's going to figure this out, not you. I'm the one that's going to figure this out. But if I don't know it yet, then I need to keep thinking of it till I solve it. But don't give me any input. No, I'm going to do this. I got it. Hold on, I got it. It's almost like they're not taking your input into consideration or collaborating with you or trying to figure out a creative solution between the two of you. Maybe you both don't know the answers, but it seems like they also aren't really taking your feedback or your creative solutions into account about how to make it work. It seems like they feel like they have to like do it on their own. They need to figure it out themselves, and then they need to present it to you and be like, I fixed it. It's a lot of ego, I feel, is going on here with them, with that. I get the Two of Wands. I do feel like your person is wanting to future plan with you. And I also feel like the reason why they're future planning because they know what it would be like if they lost you or how it feels like to be without you. I get the Lovesick card, which says void, emptiness, and heartbroken. If you guys have broken up in the past, or if even just them feeling the feelings of knowing your value and loving you and not wanting to lose that, they do know what it would be like to lose you, or they might know what it's been like to lose you. It does seem like the loving words they have said in the past to you, they did mean them. So they do mean them. And so because of all that, because they know what it would be like to lose you, it would make them heartbroken. And they mean that. You are too important to lose. I do get that the Two of Wands is that's why they're future planning with you. Also, I always interpreted Two of Wands with an additional meaning that it's a sexual connection. And so also they have a lot of passion for you and sexual desire. And so they are very, very, very set on wanting to be with you in that way too. And it's so crazy because they don't like how they have had to reject your cup of love with the Four of Cups. And they do have hopes, dreams, and wishes of having the two of you guys together. Because what's so interesting is how it connects. It's almost like They don't see the solution. They're looking at what's in front of them and not seeing the solution. And they don't see this solution back here, which you probably have been telling them about or could easily fill them in on. But they don't see it. They don't know it, and they need to figure it out themselves. But they feel like it's because you are a perfect match and you are their everything. And that's so interesting. They feel like you could actually even be the one. So I feel like the reason why this no or low contact section has been happening in this connection is because they are not listening to you. They are not taking your feedback into account, and they are not collaborating with you to find a creative solution together. They have not figured out the solution on their end, and they are not asking you your input or wanting to receive it or take it in. And they're trying to figure it all out themselves, by themselves, and it is failing for them, and they have not been able to figure that out, and they can't find the solution. And because they don't know the answer yet, they can't race in and tell you what they want to give to you as an offer, but they are trying to create an offer and trying to make it happen. So that is why I feel like they are not contacting you, or why the contact is very low. All right, so let's think more or figure out more. And that's why why they're on your social media and trying to figure out answers from you without actually asking you, which is silly. So I want to get a little more information about maybe like what they would say to you. All right, I'm going to do some Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle because I feel like there's a lot that's unspoken in this connection. And I feel like your person is the one that likes to always be the one in charge. They always like to be the one with the plan. And they always, which is so funny since the card that you guys chose at the beginning of this reading was the Six of Pentacles, which was about working together, was about being able to have this like solution there. So it's so crazy how, and maybe on like a intuitive inner knowing level, you're thinking, well, if they just talked to me, we could figure this out. We could just work together and find a solution together. So it's very interesting. All right, so let's find out some more about your person not being able to figure out their life. And let's see. I wonder if they will learn the lesson of needing to open up to you and get clarity from you. Let's see. So, what would they tell you if they could? Or if they were ready. One more. Okay. Let's see. Spiritual connection. Deep love, soulmates, and unity. They see the two of you guys as together in their soul. They see a deep spiritual connection between the two of you. They feel like you guys are soulmates. They feel like your hearts are united together. It's a very beautiful bond. The deep love that you guys share together between the two of you is very powerful. And I get loss, grief, sorrow, pain. Again, they are very scared to lose this ultimate spiritual connection that is so deep and that is so loving. So they feel a deep grief there. They are very scared to lose you, to lose it. There's a lot of pain and sorrow when they think about losing you, or if they have lost you or lost you in the past, they absolutely know the pain of that, or they're scared of that pain. And I get purifying, purge, healing, and clean energy. I do feel like your person does feel like they need to remove the clutter in their lives, whether it's just mental in their own heads or whether it's external stuff. I feel like that they definitely need to purify some things out. They might even, and it's so interesting because I'm not getting that like they're toxic or that their emotions are scared or painful or whatever. Like on their side of things, they're in a really good energy, at least today. Maybe they're all fired up and they're like, I want to execute something. I don't know what, but I'll do it. And it's so funny. It's almost like they're detached from their confusion. And maybe they know it just hasn't happened yet. Maybe pieces need to fall into place that they've set into motion and they're waiting. But I'm not even getting really like a waiting energy on their side with the tarot. But I do feel like you will be filled in. So there is that. But I do feel like there's still stuff in their life that they do need to purge out. And maybe they would tell you that. And maybe it doesn't quite bother them that they need to purge it. But I do feel like, because all the following cards from the Celtic crossbred to the other cards, like none of those cards were like them suffering in any way. So I feel like maybe they'd feel rejuvenated or something. Even though I get loss and despair, okay, falling apart, sinking, hopeless, So they might go back and forth. And if their person does feel like a roller coaster of emotions, it might be that they have felt the loss and the grief and the pain and the sorrow from you, and that they've purged that out. And that they feel with this card, the despair and the falling apart and the hopelessness, but that they've purged that out. So maybe they just felt like they needed to get themselves back to like a better like mental headspace for them to be able to like come in and talk to you and all of that. So it does seem like there is that energy. And there is loyalty, dedication, trust, and reliability. Like, I do feel like that your person does want to be loyal to you. And I do feel like that they do really feel bonded to you in their heart and in their soul. And this is beautiful. And that they are very dedicated. And they want to be somebody that is reliable. And I do feel like they're going to try to be that with you. And heart song, inner knowing, telepathy, and intuition. It does feel like that they do have an inner knowing about your bond and your connection and how, like, you know, beautiful it is. So that is beautiful there. So they would say to you that they would feel like so loyal to you because of your spiritual connection, that they know the pain and the loss and the despair they would feel if they were to lose you. And intuitively, they feel like they had to just kind of get themselves into a better mental headspace and purify out all of their sadness. And now they are more resilient and they're in a better spot. And it seems like now they are a little more optimistic about the future, maybe even just as recent as just today. So that is very cool. So it does seem like they're in a better spot, because it is surprising that you guys would be in such a no contact situation with them being so happy about this connection, because it almost was like, if I were to look at this on the surface, I would feel like, oh, they don't think anything is wrong. But I feel like they do know that there is something that needs to be fixed. So maybe they're just looking at it as a challenge, and they're not looking at it as like a mourning, even though there is a lot of those feelings in there that they could feel if they were to lose you. Okay, what do I want to know now about it? We'll know some more thoughts since you guys haven't heard much about that. Okay, so what are some of their insights or thoughts? I regret my actions towards you. So regardless of whatever they're feeling emotionally right now, I do feel like they do feel badly that they haven't been able to talk to you more, and that they haven't been able to take action towards you, that they haven't been able to do the things that they know that you need, that they have treated you in the past probably not the best. You are my queen. That is how I want to treat you. Yes, you are the Queen of Cups, especially if you are a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So there is that, absolutely. And then the Empress. It seems like they do figure it out, and they do end up treating you like the Empress, which is great. So there is that absolutely beautiful energy that is in store for you. So I do love that. And I'm ready to open up to you. And you know, this is a light side, shadow side oracle. And what's interesting is there's a lot of shadows, but because they're in their sun energy, and I get all of these cards are light. So their energy is actually very happy. It does seem like that they have at least made some progress internally on their own side. So that is good. So they are ready to open up to you. And we did see that with the Four of Pentacles in the future position, that the end of the cycle was them being closed off. So I love that. The shadow that is there, though, yes, I can't admit that I'm wrong. Exactly, which matches up with the inconsiderate card that they think they're always right. So they can't really admit that they're wrong, but they also can't really admit maybe that they need help, at least in this. So they can't admit that they need help. They can't admit that they're wrong. They can't admit that they could, you know, maybe figure it out easier with the two of you brainstorming together. And I need more time to figure this out. Yes, because they are trying to do it themselves, and they're trying to figure out something that maybe they can't figure out because they don't have all the answers. Or maybe they need to be the one to do it because they need to be the one to figure out or straighten out this kind of like internal or external kind of block in their life that is impeding the two of you together. So yeah, so it's a very interesting situation here. So, alrighty, cool. Now I'm going to see, what have they realized? What have they, well, okay, I'll take that one because it did come out when I shuffled it. What have they realized? I'm ready to let down my guard with you. Yes, we saw that. So they're ready to let down their guard. They're ready to open up. So that is great. And honestly, that might be really refreshing for you, because it seems like that if they have been really guarded and closed off since that is a cycle that is ending, then that could be very frustrating for you to feel like you are dealing with somebody so guarded. So that is tricky. So, all right, I'm going to see also what have they realized as well. They have realized that you are their empress. That's beautiful. So that is coming out, and you have that for the second time in this reading, which is beautiful. What else have they realized? They realize that they want to come back in like a goddamn hero. So I love this for you. The Six of Wands, they want to come back. And that's okay. So that's why they want to figure it out themselves, because they want to come in like a hero. They want, and it's an ego thing. They want you to look up to them. They want you to look at them and be like, oh my God, baby, really? And like be like so excited and happy, and then them be so proud, and then be like, yup. Here, it's like they really want to offer you this beautiful Ace of Coins offer. And the Sun, there's a lot of Leo energy coming through if your person's a Leo, or if there's fire sign energy, but especially Leo energy, or definitely them wanting to be with that kind of like prideful, kind of like provider energy of providing the solution and figuring it all out for you, you know, like it's an act of love. They want to figure it out and do it as an act of love for you. So they want you to be happy about it and like praise them for it, which, you know, the longer that they know low contact, the less praise they're going to be getting. So they need to straighten up. So, all right. And then I get High Priestess. They realize that they have been keeping their secrets to themselves, and they realize that they need to listen to their intuition. And I feel like they finally now have started listening to their intuition, which is super beautiful. And so I really, really like this for the two of you guys. So they definitely have realized that they needed to listen to their intuition. And honestly, like, if this is you, I do feel like with the Empress, High Priestess, they may also feel that they are like, wow, you know what, pile one is right, but I can't admit that they're right. I need to figure something else out so that I can be the one that's the hero. So there may be not like a competitiveness with you, but they may need to like top you in some way, or like best you, or be the one that you look up to, because that's like where they put their worth and their value, and they want to like be desirable for you. And so they want to be that problem solver so that you trust in them and can rely on them and, you know, feel secure in a way. I don't know, it's kind of their own ego, but yeah, so that's very interesting. Let's see two more cards about like what have they realized. They realize that they've been maybe a little sneaky with the Seven of Swords, or they may realize that they've had to strategize and plan and keep things from you. Again, they realize that they can't tell you this yet. Maybe they don't want to tell it to you until it's all figured out, or until it's all done, or whichever. Because otherwise, maybe they would hear words from you like, oh, but are you sure? Or are you really going to do it? Or I don't know if you're going to do it. Or, you know, you say that before, but you didn't, you know, that kind of thing. So I feel like they don't want any doubt from you. They're manifesting you. They don't want any negativity or any worries or worry you at all, especially if they don't really know if they can make it happen. So they might not want to give you a promise that they can't live up to, if there's any doubt about that. So they definitely want to only come to you when it's like set and planned and sure and done, you know, and like when they know for sure they're not going to fail. So there's that. But they do want to strategize. And the Five of Swords, again, they realize that they have to be the ones, for whatever reason, they have realized that they have to be the one to do this. That they've been the one that has to do it on their own. Maybe if they've messed up, they're like, I need to be the one to fix it. I need to be the one to come back with like the plan that I can execute flawlessly, that I do very well, that will impress pile one. You know, for whatever reason, they feel like they need to do it. And also, they might feel like, too, with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords, that they've realized that they need to keep this all secretive and keep their, especially with the High Priestess, too, in addition, that they've needed to keep this all, like, secretive and plan it, like, you know, and keep it to themselves until they're ready to, like, unveil it to you. So it's kind of like that. So that's actually kind of cool, honestly. All right. And now I want to see what will happen next between the two of you. Ah, nice. What will happen next between pile one and their person? Love that for the second time. Okay, that did come out in the Pink Divine Oracle. And these. Okay, great. So, This is beautiful. All right, and again, I'm not taking reversals, but this is in this order. All right, so first what's gonna come up next between the two of you is I get the Nine of Cups. So I love this. This seems like you're gonna get your wish come true. The Nine of Cups is pleasure, it's happiness, it's ultimate happiness. 10 of Cups is ultimate happiness, but it's like almost there. It's 90% happiness. So that's great. I love that this is a card about like you getting what you want or a positive outcome, things going well. I do feel like they are able to pull it off. They're able to execute it. They're able to make it happen for you. And I get the Lovers for the second time in this deck, which is beautiful. So absolutely, they're going to come in and shower you with love, actually. So I do feel like they are going to come in, and when they do contact you, they're going to shower you with so much love. They still might feel like they can't make a commitment or don't know about which path to take in life, or there's still some stuff they still won't have been able to figure out all of it. But they'll definitely be able to figure out the next step, and they'll definitely want to be treated like a hero because they figured it out. I get the Seven of Cups. So you throw them a bone. You can praise them when they figured out. They really are trying hard for you. Like even if you're frustrated, they really are trying to give you something beautiful. So try to separate that frustration out if you can. The Seven of Cups. So they're still not really able to offer like tons. Also, they might be just telling you about how much they've been fantasizing about or manifesting or wanting to try or this. So the Seven of Cups can also be the card of like a sexy fantasy. They might also tell you about a dream they've had about the two of you, either like a dream while they're sleeping or a fantasy dream that they hope for in life. So they might tell you about their dreams or intentions or plans or wants for the two of you and your connection, and it is positive. It's very beautiful and loving and hopeful. I get the Judgment card. So it does also seem like that your person, when they come in, I do feel like they are or will have made a decision, or they will make a choice that will benefit you in your favor together, which is great. And I know some tarot readers look at the Six of Swords as moving on. I would say that they have made some choice where they are going to progress beyond the difficult times. And I do feel like that's where, you know, that Moon card and the Four of Coins is behind you now. So I do feel like they've made a decision to put the past in the past, to move with you past the hard times, past the rocky waters into better waters, and to be united with you as a team. And that might be something that either they're more open to doing once they have figured out some big piece, then maybe they can do it with you together as a team, or maybe they finally will realize that they need to work with you as a team or whatever. But it does seem like that, or collaborate, that Six of Pentacles, which is beautiful, since that was the card you started with and picked, and kind of ends up full circle here with them maybe finally realizing that. So that is very beautiful. All right, so that's what's going to happen next between you guys. They're going to do something very loving that's going to make you very happy, and they're going to move forward with you as a team because they have figured out something. Even if they haven't figured out all the answers, they still might not come in 1000% figured out already, but maybe that is something that you guys can figure out as you go on and move forward, because the Four of Coins, that might be something that you guys can figure out and talk about as they open up and let down their guard, and you guys can share things together. And I do feel like that you guys, at the end of the day, really want to hold on to each other because you guys are seeing each other as valuable. So that is beautiful. All right. That is what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope that has helped you. I hope that has added to your happiness today or given you some love. If you guys want a private reading from me, feel free to contact me. My information is in the description box. And then if you guys want... feel free to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. It really helps me out and the channel, and it boosts the algorithm so I'm able to make you more content. This reading was not a special request. It was what you guys wanted to know in the poll that I put out. So I hope that this has helped you. And if you guys have more topics you want to know or questions you want to know about your person, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I will make a special video for you guys about that to help you out. So I'm here if you need me. I'll talk with you guys later. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to my reading today, where this has been answered in the polls, and you guys have wanted to know, or the highest number of votes have been that you wanted to know about no contact or low contact situations between you and your person. So you guys might be in separation, you guys might not have heard from your person in a while, or you guys might be talking, but it's minimal, or it's very low contact. Maybe you see them looking at your social media, but they're not saying anything, or maybe it's just very low, or you haven't heard from them in a while. No, please, kitty, stay off. That kind of energy. So today I have blessed your reading with a beautiful crystal in Hawaii. The intro was filmed at this gorgeous beach in Hawaii, and I thought that it was very fitting for this no contact vibe because it was like, you know, sometimes when you don't hear from your person, you feel like you're like alone on this deserted beach by yourself, and like it can feel very emotionally like that. Even if there is some like peaceful energy, I felt like the intro to the video had a little bit of like a somber tone or like an alienated vibe. So I thought it was pretty fitting for this video, but it is beautiful Hawaii, which is gorgeous. And I love that this crystal is from Hawaii. I got it while I was there. So I love how this crystal is blessing your reading today. I'm going to put it in frame for you so you can see it. The card that you guys picked for your pile today is the Emperor. So your person might have Aries in their chart somewhere strong. The Emperor is an Aries energy, or they might just have like a very strong divine masculine energy. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle this tarot, the Alchemia Tarot, and I'm going to use this deck because this is the deck I used in the intro, and see what's going on in your dynamics between you and your person. I do have a feeling you guys might be in separation. I'm picking up that vibe as I am going into it. So basically this is a way for you to be able to identify if this is the dynamics between you and your person. I have not filmed pile 3 yet, but if you guys are not in separation or this doesn't resonate with you, then, and you have more of like a low contact connection, you might think pile 1 might be more of a match for you, but we'll see if this is your dynamic or maybe pile 3 is your dynamic. So right now, this is your pile if you, and I'm not doing reversals for these cards, if you feel like, all right, so 1, you have been prioritizing your person's wants and needs a lot in this connection. I get the Knight of Pentacles, so I get the masculine card on your side. So I get that you've been really taking it into account. And you feel like your person has moved very, very slowly in this connection. You also might feel like your person seems like they've been trying to get to you, or they have been building this connection slowly over time, and that they've been reliable in some ways. The Knight of Pentacles does represent a more of an earthy energy. This person might be more focused on finances than you, or, you know, finances. They might have been giving you some sort of security in this connection, or some sort of commitment, or some sort of reliability. They might have been really there for you a lot. The Knight of Pentacles can also be like a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy if your person is this. You might have that on in you as well because this is on your side. So you might be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. I am getting Judgment, so it does seem like that you had to make a decision about this connection. So I feel like the decision was made in this dynamic, and that you were the one to make it. There might also be some Libra energy in your chart. And then I also get the 6 of Swords. So you might have made a decision where you have either moved on without your person, with the 6 of Swords, where you felt like you had to, where you had to move on or you had to let go so that you could go from calm, like go into like a more peaceful state emotionally, where you went from rocky waters to calm waters. Others of you might have made a decision where you could have let go of you could have made that choice to let go of your person, but you chose to act like more of a team. Now, if that's the case, you guys might be more in like a low contact with your person, and you guys might feel like, because I'm getting 2 scenarios. Some of you watching are no contact and you've broken up with them and you have been the one to make that choice to break up and you've moved forward on your own. The others of you, you might have felt, and maybe you even see them still hanging around a bit. For others of you, you guys have made a decision because your person has been showing you reliability in the past, and they have shown you that they've been wanting to be there, and they have given to you in this connection, but they've been moving really, really, really slow. You guys might be in a low contact, and that you guys have made a decision to move forward with your person as a team, and you guys are hoping to move beyond this tough time. For your person's side, how do they think and feel about you right now? How do they perceive this connection? They actually feel two scenarios. One, your person has moved on with another relationship and they're happy, and that is why they have been restricting themselves and have chosen not to move forward with you, and the person that they are with now is a Capricorn. Because I get the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, where they are with somebody that has made them really, really happy, giving them what they need. Maybe they're in a marriage or a long-term relationship, or they're happy in their connection. And because of that, that has caused them to be the Eight of Swords with you, where they are restricting themselves. That is probably for the first scenario where you've made a decision to break up with your person and move on, and they also maybe now have moved on, or they are in a relationship with somebody else and it's going well. The other dynamic is for the others of you, where you guys have made a decision to move forward with your person as a team, and you guys have felt like your person has been reliable with you in the past. I do feel like they are happy with the way this has gone, and you yourself might be a Capricorn, or there's a lot of earth energy in this pile. And I get the Ten of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles, where they're actually feeling like this relationship is now going very, very, very well. But there is an external situation in their life that has caused them to feel restricted at the moment and is preventing them from maybe geographically or physically being with you in some way. But they feel like your relationship is going well and brings them a lot of happiness, and that you are somebody that would be someone they would marry, like a spouse. And it is interesting how the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles actually do go together in a way. So they are the same suit and they are both court cards. Usually the Queen does pair with the King. Maybe this person's a little younger than you are. The Divine Masculine might be a little younger. And it seems like, yeah, that they have some external situation in their life that is restricting them right now. So two scenarios going on. I'll try to keep both scenarios straight as we progress forward, or it might just merge into kind of one as we move forward. But that's kind of what's going on in this dynamic. What has happened in the past that has brought the two of you together is you guys might have had a relationship where you guys have made up and broken up a few times. I do get the World, where you guys have broken up in the past. That can apply if you guys have broken up now. Or maybe you guys have broken up because there has been some energy of reuniting with the Ten of Wands and the Six of Cups of getting back together. So for some of you, you guys have ended this connection and then you guys have reunited and gotten back together. For others of you, you guys have broken up, gotten back together, and now broken up again. So there might be a make-up, break-up pattern in this connection that you guys have gone through in your situation. Now, in the future, in the next 3 months, I get the Empress, the Ace of Cups, and the Chariot. Well, either way. So now here's where these two stories merge. Well, if you guys have broken up and they've moved on with somebody else, I do feel like they would, that connection may not keep being strong and amazing, because I get that. Okay, actually two scenarios. Either they stay with that person and you attract a new person into your life who gives you the Ace of Cups, which is the ultimate romantic love card, moves forward with you, and they could be a Cancer zodiac sign person coming in that you meet new, and treats you like the Empress. You are wifey material or spouse material, and you guys get together. If you are a Divine Masculine watching this video, the Empress that you are attracting new that comes into your life in the next 3 months is stunning and hot. So that's amazing. So I love that. For those of you where you guys have a make-up, break-up pattern with your person and you guys get back together or have gotten back together, the option is you guys do get back together, where now they treat you like the Empress and they treat you like a spouse. They treat you like wife material. Or spouse material. They give you all of their love with the Ace of Cups and the Chariot. They move this connection forward with you. So there is that. So I love this. I'm seeing Taurus, I'm seeing Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, I'm seeing Libra energy, and I'm seeing Earth sign energy. We see Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy, but I'm also seeing with the Emperor card you guys picked, also there may be Aries energy. So I'm seeing a lot of zodiac signs, but I love this. I see this very strong for you guys, and this is good. Okay. Queen of Wands in the future. Either way, you are feeling beautiful and confident and amazing. Either this person comes in or the new person comes in and they treat you like an empress. They treat you like a queen. You are totally confident and feeling beautiful in your divine feminine energy. Super, super gorgeous, loving, passionate, empowered, divine, sovereign. Amazing. So either way, your future is awesome. So if that is what you feel, either of those two situations, between you and your person, that this is your pile, then we will keep going. If not, you may want to check another pile. All right. So now I'm going to do 5 cards across, and then I'm going to clarify with the Hermit and the Pink Divine Oracle. We're going to see, why are you guys in no or low contact? First one. And I'm not doing reversals for this pile or this section or ever in this reading. All right, so we got these. Now we're doing clarifying cards with the Pink Divine Love Oracle. Okay. All right. And Hermits. We're going to clarify, because we're going to say, why are they no or low contact with you right now? I mean, if they've moved on with somebody else, I get it. If you've broken up with them, I get it. And if they, you know, let's see. So what are they thinking? This might also go stronger one kind of scenario or another. So we will see. 9 of Wands. Okay. So for a lot of you watching, your relationship has ended. The 9 of Wands represents that the battle is over. So they might be in no or low contact with you if you guys have broken up. And that they need more time to figure this out. They are confused. They don't know which path to take in their life. If they have moved on to somebody else and they're happy in that connection, they might still feel the emotional connection with you, and they might still be confused, especially if that connection doesn't really last or work out and they come back to you. So there is this energy. Or if you guys have broken up and then made up, they still might feel like they need more time to figure out kind of the aftermath of the breakup and figure out some pieces in this dynamic. All right. Also, okay, so they are also, regardless of your scenario, either way, they are healing their heart. I get the 5 of Cups. They might feel like you are sad, or they might be going through their own sadness right now. Either way, if you are sad or not, you probably are, they are feeling, I feel like, even if they've moved on with someone else, they might still have some pain in their heart when they think about you. So I get 5 of Cups, which is healing their own sadness, and they might need to heal that sadness before they reach out or before they increase the communication between the two of you. It does seem like your person is feeling right now confused and that they need more time. Your person's also confused because they don't really know what you want. They're not quite sure what you want this dynamic to be between the two of you. Even if you guys have gotten back together, there still might be healing from the pain of when you guys had broken up. But what is good is I do feel like they are transforming this. So I get the card of transformation. Through pain and tragedies, I rise up like a phoenix rising, especially if your person is a Scorpio. Scorpio is symbolized by 4 zodiac animals, the first being the snake, then the scorpion, then the eagle, then the phoenix. And it represents each level of their evolution. And only Scorpio is represented by 4 animals. So that's very cool. So there's also butterflies. So your person does want to transform their pain and rise up like a phoenix, and it seems like they're not quite sure what you want. Even if you guys have gotten back together, they still might not be quite sure exactly what you want in this connection. And it does seem like they're still needing to heal their heart and transform the pain they have inside. Even if they have moved on and they're happy with someone new, they could still feel like they need that healing time for them in regards to the breakup of you. But I get King of Swords. So I do feel, especially for Libras watching, that they might want to still be friends. Either way, it does seem like they might want to be friends. They still might want to be on good terms. Or they might still feel like they are communicating in a way that might not be super emotionally open because they are keeping their feelings kind of to themselves. They might be trying to be very logical about this breakup. They also are feeling like they don't want to lose you. And they also still would like to be affectionate with you, and they still want to be passionate, and I think they still want to kiss you. Even if they've moved on with someone else and they're happy with that person, I feel like it still doesn't negate the fact that they still have passionate feelings for you. So they still would like to be able to be with you in that way. So they still feel affection and they want to be passionate with you. They might even want to be friends with benefits for some of you guys watching. So there is that. They definitely don't want to lose you, and they also don't want to lose the sexual connection between the two of you, or like the affection that you feel for each other. Even if that does migrate to a friendship, they don't want to lose the affection you guys have for each other. And that can be sexual, or that can just be like, affection. They do feel like, because you guys have ended things, for most of you watching, or when you guys have ended things, that there are some issues in this connection. And they also still, if they've moved on to someone else, they don't want to get caught. They don't want to hurt the person they're with. If they have not moved on with somebody else, then they don't want their own reputation to be badly looked at. And they're afraid that when they do talk to you, or, they haven't talked to you because they don't want their reputation to be suffering. I do get the Ace of Swords. There is a big part of them that does want to talk to you, but the reason why they don't is because they're afraid it might create some gossip, especially in some social circles, if you share social circles, or they don't want gossip to hurt other people, or they don't want their reputation to be bad or to be looked at as the bad guy. And it does seem like they don't want to feel like hurt in this connection. And I also get that they do feel, either way, they don't want you to slip away from them, or they feel like that you've been slipping away from them. So there is this, and it says time to confront issues, make a move. So there might be an intention on their side at some point to want to maybe hash things out with you, to confront some issues. They might still want to take action and make a move, but they've been holding themselves back because they don't want gossip. So there's a little bit of that. And it does seem like that they still might want to clear the air between the two of you. And I get the Knight of Wands, which is actually very cool. So I do feel like that they're still, even if they're no or low contact, they still do seem like they want to be rushing in. They have been holding themselves back for these reasons, but I do feel like they don't want to really hold themselves back. The Knight of Fire, they still feel a lot of sexual passion for you, and they want to race in. They may not be able to stay, but I do feel like they would still like to be with you, even if they've moved on to someone new. They still want to be with you. And it seems like that they still miss you. They felt very connected to you emotionally if you guys have been sexual in the past. And they miss making love in that way. They miss feeling emotionally connected when you guys would have physical touch. And I do feel like they might actually end up in an impulsive moment with the Knight of Wands. They might have an impulsive moment with you where they do send you a text message or call you and say that they miss you. So I do feel like for a lot of you watching that will happen. If you guys have actually gotten back together and you guys are together, then I do feel like they will make love to you and tell you that they've missed you when they are with you that way, and that they will increase their communication in general in this relationship. So there is that. Okay. So now I'm going to see a little bit more about what's going on in their thoughts and feelings for you. I'm going to use the Untold Truths from the Heart because I want to know a little bit more, since you guys haven't really been getting a lot of... I'm going to put these down here actually because I want to reshuffle them, but I don't want to waste your time. All right. We're going to see a little bit more communication because you guys have not been getting a lot of communication. So this is going to be, what would they say to you if they could? What would they say to you if all of their blocks were removed? So, all right. So, all right. All right. Okay. And we did 6. Last pile. So let's see here. All right. So first of all, number one, they would tell you how they keep thinking about memories that you guys have shared together, and that these memories are bittersweet for them. If you guys are back together, they might look at some of the memories in the past that you guys had that were painful, that were bittersweet. It seems like they're kind of still dwelling on that, even if you guys are back together, and that might be why they're in a little bit of a low contact, at least recently or today. And I get that they are reminiscing about these. If you guys are not together, these memories that you guys had that were happy now are bittersweet, and that they're reminiscing about them. And that these memories that you guys share together make your person very confused. It seems like it unsettles them and makes them kind of unclear. So so if you guys are together, then these memories that were painful between the two of you kind of make your person a little confused, and it's still kind of like they need to heal them so you guys can move on and get better. Even though the cards in the future that you guys got were wonderful. So they will end up doing it. And we got the transformation card. So they're definitely in the process of transforming them now. But right now, there is still that card of confusion that now has come up for the second time. So I do feel like that they are still a little confused. They don't really quite know exactly, and they are not sure what to do. And the memories that you guys have together are very powerful. If they've moved on with someone else, they can't stop thinking about your memories that you guys have shared together. Even if they are happy with someone new, they're still reminded by you. And I get only you. It gets fixated, attached, and hypnotized. So for some of you watching, your person is very, very focused on you. And I feel like they might even look at your social media if you guys are in no contact, that they're very fixated on you, and that they very much want to know what's going on, because they are attached to you. So I do feel like that your person does feel an attachment to you, which is strong. Then I get letting go, releasing, walking away, and moving on. So for those of you where your person has moved on to another relationship and you are attracting in a new person that's going to treat you fantastic, which you got the best cards for that. I would say that your person is working on letting go and healing and moving on and letting go of these memories and stopping dwelling, trying to think of you in this way, because it brings up emotion for them and can sometimes distract them from their relationship that they're in that is going well. And for those of you that got back together with your person, I feel like they're trying to let go and release the negativity that's happened in the past, so you guys can, they can heal their hearts, and you guys can heal your hearts, and you guys can move forward together. This is very much a Six of Swords card, which comes up, I would say, again for the second time. And then I get deja vu, which is past life, karmic lessons, and repeated patterns. So it does seem like that your person is also feeling like you guys have a lot of patterns that you guys have kind of repeated over and over. So, especially if you guys are a make-up, breakup couple, and you guys might even have been doing this from past lives. So this might be something that you guys have done over and over, or you might feel like that this is karmic in this connection. Or they might feel like this might be a karmic connection you guys have, and they might feel a past life connection between you. They might feel like, oh my gosh, me and pile 2, we keep going through this pattern over and over and over. When are we going to get it right? When are we going to figure it out? When are we going to fix this? When are we going to stop a toxic cycle? Or when are we going to be able to make this work for real? And then I get longing. So either way, if they have moved on with someone else, or if you guys have broken up and they haven't, or you guys have gotten back together, either way, I do feel that they're very fixated on you and that they have a lot of longing for you. They do miss you a lot. Even if you guys are back together, they might miss you and long for you on the days they don't see you, or on the days where they're in low contact or can't talk to you. So there is a lot of this going on. So either way, they still long for you, and it says aching, pining, and past love. So especially if you guys are an ex of this person, or if you guys are a past lover, either way, I feel like you guys are all exes, because I feel like you guys have all been with this person and broken up, whether you're together currently with them or not. I feel like you guys have been broken up and getting back together a few times. So there is that. Now I want to see, what have they realized? No, I'm going to go here. I went here next. In this particular case, I want to do the same cards as I did for pile 1 in that order. So I want to see what else would they say to you, if they could say something. It does seem like your person had a hard time believing in this connection or in themselves. They also realized that okay, so with pile 1, they got a lot of light messages and 1 or 2 shadows. Your person is getting all shadows. So it seems like your person is going through a shadow moment, maybe a dark night of the soul. Even if you guys have gotten back together, I feel like, wow, yeah, there's been a lot of shadows. So your person is actually going through the deeper, more vulnerable part of them, whether they're with someone or not. Even if they've gotten back together with you, they still are feeling these hardships and these hard truths. So they got 5 shadows, like darkness across the board. So I didn't believe in myself or you. So they might have had a hard time believing in your connection. They might have had a hard time believing that they could do it or that they could be the person that you needed. They might have had a hard time feeling like, I don't know if pile 2 is the one. It seems like they had a hard time believing that this connection could last, especially if you guys have, broken up a few times. So there's that. I destroyed your confidence in me. They might have also done something that has screwed you over when you guys were together, and that's why you're not together, or why you guys had broken up. It also might feel like you're having a hard time trusting, and they know this, or having a hard time having confidence in them because of what they've done, or even because of the relationship not working. So in the past, even if during the times you guys have broken up, it seems like it might have shaken your confidence in them as a person and as a relationship. I'm afraid to open up to anyone. Your person might just have a lot of wounds. They might be scared to really let somebody in. They might be scared to really open up and share like a lot of themselves in a deep way with people they love, especially romantic partners. We come from different worlds. Your person might be very aware of the differences between the two of you, or maybe you have very different backgrounds, or you guys have different lifestyles. You might live in different locations. You might be different races. There seems like there's different drastic upbringings that were very different between you and your person, or your current lives might be very separate. I'm in a dark place right now. Yeah. And it's interesting because pile 1's person seemed like they were in actually a good place right now. That they had worked through some stuff and they've gotten themselves back to a good place for the most part. Your person seems like they're in a tough place, or that they're in an emotionally painful place, or that they've been going through a lot emotionally. Even if they've moved on and their relationship is happy, they might go through a dark place when they remember you or think about you. All right. Now we're going to see what have they realized. So what has your person realized about you and this connection? Aw. It does seem like they have realized that if you guys had kept going, or if you guys got back together, that you guys could be a marriage material for this person, or that you would have been great. Take these. Okay. So first of all, the card I got for you that came out first was Queen of Pentacles. So it does seem like your person really feels like you could be spouse material for them. Even if they've moved on with someone new, they feel like you also would equally be just as good, and that they really see, and that might be what's hard. Even if they've moved on with someone new, it seems like that they still feel like you also could be like if there were 2 of them, they would have them be with both of you. Like they would see you also as like an amazing, wonderful, beautiful romantic partner. Somebody they could commit to for a very long time, and that they would marry, and that they would be with, and that they would absolutely love it. So the Queen of Pentacles seems like they see you as spouse material for sure. If they have gotten back together with you, they absolutely are sure of that. And they know I got back together with pile 2 because pile 2 is my person, and yes. But it also seems like they realize the extent that they probably, maybe they didn't really know that they felt so much sadness in this breakup. It seems like right now they're really starting to become confronted with the sadness that they have. The 3 of Swords is like they're realizing that they're heartbroken, and they're realizing that when they think of you, they feel a lot of sadness. They are in a dark place right now. It seems like that they are feeling very sad. Even if they've moved on, they feel sadness when they think of you. And they've realized that they have a lot of healing that they need to do on their, and I would say on their own or anyway. They have a lot of healing they have to do anyway, regardless. And I get the World. I also see that your person sees that you guys are over, that you guys have ended things. They've realized the pain that comes with the ending, or the pain that comes with the breakup with you. Maybe they didn't know that they would feel so much sadness losing you or letting go of you, and they are aware of that. They probably are still aware of that, even if they got back together with you, that they're like, wow, I didn't realize how much I would feel devastated not having pile 2. And again, sad even if they've moved on. Ace of Cups, they realize how much they're in love with you. So with the Ace of Cups, they realize how much that their heart overflows and their cup overflows with love for you. So they realize that like you definitely are and sometimes or were and sometimes are like a deep, deep love of their life. Five of Wands, they realize there's a part of them that still wants to fight for this connection. They've realized that they would like to fight for you if you guys have gotten back together. If they have moved on, I feel like that there's a part of them that's fighting themselves to hold back because they would like to still race in for you, and they still may end up doing so, even if they've moved on, even if their relationship is good. And it does seem like that for a lot of you also, they might have realized a lot of stuff that came out in your fighting that was true. So they might also have realized some truth that you might have said in the heat of the moment when you were upset. And I get the Three of Wands, which is beautiful. So it does seem like that there's still a lot of them that could still see a future with you. And it seems like that they still would like to have hope that one day you guys could get back together, or if you guys have gotten back together, that they could see you guys keep progressing towards a beautiful future or plan for the future together. And it's beautiful. So if you guys have broken up and they're happy and that they've moved on, I feel like that they still think maybe one day if their relationship were to end that they would still pursue you, or they would come back in, that kind of energy. All right. So then I wanted to say, I feel like I thought there was one more that I thought, what's going to happen next? So, all right. So I'm going to give you a final message. We're going to see what's going to happen next between you and your person. Before I get to that, if you guys, want a private reading from me, feel free to reach out. My information is in the description box and we can do a reading private. Also, this is a result of the poll that you guys have voted for, that you wanted to know about no or low contact situations. So, I'm going to be putting up polls from time to time to see where you guys are at with your people and what questions would really help you out the most. If you guys do have questions or special requests that you'd like for me to answer in regards to your person, feel free to leave that in the comments. And that will be awesome. I will make videos for you guys on those topics. And also, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to this video if you haven't already, because it really does boost the algorithm and it really helps me in the channel so I can make more content for you guys to help you with your relationships. So even if you just put an emoji down, that's awesome. I always love giving you guys readings. So, thanks. All right, and okay, what is going to happen next between you and your person? Wow, you guys are actually ending on the card you started on, similar to pile one, where you guys also are going full circle with your person. Now, it depends obviously on your different scenarios that you have watching. So, I will read this two ways. I will read this as it is. Then I will tailor it to your situations. Okay, so first I get Five of Cups. Either way, you and your person are going to heal your hearts. So the pain and the sadness that you guys have gone through, you will either heal individually, together, or both. So it does seem like either way, you guys are going to go through a beautiful, deep healing. Then I get the Emperor, that your person is going to really be in their divine masculine. For those of you where they come back in or they are with you, that is wonderful. They are going to be in their divine masculine. They are going to pursue you in a very strong way. If you guys have already got back together, they will be upright. They will be in their masculine and it will be lovely. They will take action and they will continue on with you, building more upon this very serious relationship and deepening the seriousness of this relationship. For those of you obviously where they've moved on and they're happy, they could either come back in with the Emperor wanting to chase you, but kind of for ego reasons, or this new Emperor comes into your life and this is somebody, again, maybe Aries energy, somebody that is going to really show up for you, that will pursue you very strong, and this is a spouse card, which is great. This person may not be the most demonstrative of their feelings for you, because the Emperor does not love that. They don't love vulnerability. They feel like that can be a weakness. So there might be this in this new person coming in, but I do feel like either way, you guys are entering into a cycle where you guys are going to be attracting and having a very serious long-term relationship with the Emperor. Then I get the Nine of Swords. It does seem like that your person is going to be either way, you guys are. Either way, they are going to be working through their worries, anxieties, and stresses. I feel like your person might still feel anxious and guilty if they've treated you badly. They might need to make amends to you for that, or repair that with you, or say sorry, or make it up to you. They might need to atone for that, or they might feel like they need to just like work on that in themselves. If that you guys are in no contact and you guys don't talk, they might just have to fix it on their own self. I get the Hierophant, and I get for you guys that this is a time period where, again, you are going to be in a very serious relationship. That could be like a marriage, whether it's with your person or someone else. I do feel like your person will also be in a very serious relationship, whether it's with you or with somebody else. But I do feel like the both of you are going to be soon in a very serious, committed relationship. Then I get the Two of Wands, where again, this card comes up, which does represent like passion and, you know, sexual desire for you. So either way, whether your person is with you or they've moved on, I feel like they either way will still have very strong sexual desire towards you. And also creativity. If you guys are together and in each other's lives, I feel like you guys might do a creative project together as well. That could be really cool and fun, something artsy. And you might make future plans together. And I get the Four of Cups. So I also get that if there has been a rejection or a time period where they have not been able to choose you, that you will be attracting either this person or somebody else in that will choose you. So there is this. So I do feel like that you will be able to have somebody in your life that will be able to receive your cup of love. So that is beautiful. I love that for you. So the next video that I'm going to be coming out with for you guys, that was also a high number in the polls, is a video about new people coming in. So this is going to be very cool for you guys if you guys are looking for a new person, especially if your current person is making you too sad and you're needing to move on. I love the beautiful person I do see coming in for you, and we will go more into depth about who that person is and maybe what they bring with them as traits into this connection and how you can recognize them in my next video. So stay tuned for that one. I hope you guys keep checking back. Again, subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys in the next video. And again, if you want other topics or other questions about your relationship, feel free to leave that in the comments and I will make them for you. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. And I hope that this hasn't hurt your heart too much. And I give you guys so much love. All right, bye, guys. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading today. This is a reading that I made for you guys because when I put a poll out, the highest number was you guys are in no or low contact situations with your person, and you guys wanted to know about that. So this is an answer to the poll. I did the intro in Hawaii because I felt like when we are, you know, in a no contact situation or a low contact situation with our person, we can feel really alone. And I felt like that beach in Hawaii, looking out into like the beyond, it just seemed like it was a very kind of like isolated feeling when I looked at that. And so I wanted you guys to feel a sense of peace with the ocean and, you know, the rocks and everything. But also I wanted you guys to feel comfort knowing that, you know, you're not alone in this. Everybody watching this video is going through what you're going through. And it's a really painful situation to not hear from your person. So my heart goes out to you guys with that. You guys picked the Alchemia Tarot cards. That's what I used in the intro. And you guys got the Magician card. So what's really cool about that with you and your person is you might be feeling like you're really wanting to have a miracle happen. You're really wanting to manifest things with your person. And I feel like your person themselves are also going through a situation right now where they are trying to manifest things in their life that are magical. So we'll see if the Magician would like to be a fun little mischievous guy and show up in your reading today. As we use the cards, I put him back in the deck so we can see if he shows up and where he might show up as important. I know pile 1 and pile 2, their indicator cards showed up, or pile 2's did anyway. So that was very interesting. I picked this crystal for you, which is stunning. I got this crystal when I was in Hawaii, so I felt like it has absolutely stunning, beautiful energy. And I'm going to put this in frame for you so that you can see it and so that it blesses this reading for you. I'm going to start with a Celtic cross spread to see what's going on in the situation between you and your person so you can verify if this is your pile. Let's see. I know all of you are going through different situations and you're having different scenarios. All right, so I'm not going to do reversals in this particular reading today. These cards represent how you're thinking and feeling about the dynamic with this situation with your person and how you're experiencing it. And this represents how they're thinking and experiencing the dynamic with you and what's going on from their point of view. This represents the past, what has happened already to bring the two of you to where you currently are. This will be the future, what will happen in the next 3 months for you, and more of a long-term outcome with the final card there. So, how are you experiencing this with your person? All right, some fire energy. I know the Magician is a Gemini energy, so Gemini energy shows up with you guys picking that card, as well as I get the Knight of Wands. So there may be some Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy in this pile from your Divine Masculine. I'm getting for you that you're looking at them as somebody that comes in and out of your life. You guys might be in a no contact at the moment because you guys might be in a situation where like they come in sometimes and they leave, and they come in sometimes and they leave, and this is a time where like they aren't around. So you're probably in no contact, but not in a situation where you guys have like officially cut things off. It might just be that you haven't heard from them in a long time or in a while. I do feel like you feel like they are very sexually attracted to you though, and that they're very happy and fun and, you know, outgoing and wanting to come in, and that you feel that they have like a strong kind of like passionate spirit and that they want to come racing in. And also it seems like with this showing up on your side that maybe you've been trying to like always prioritize their wants and needs and like make them comfortable. Or roll with their whims and roll with their coming ins and outs. I do feel like you guys are in some kind of communication, or again, that you haven't cut off communication. They're not blocked. I don't feel like you guys are in like an official no contact, but I don't think you guys are together. I get the Ace of Swords. You might even think about, maybe you're thinking about reaching out. Maybe there's some contact you guys are having, or some lighthearted, superficial, or sexual, flirty communication, but nothing deep or strong or long lasting or like present very strongly. And I get the Four of Coins. It seems like you want to hold on to them because they're valuable to you and important in your life, or important to your heart. But also you might be going back and forth between, do I send them a message or do I just wait and not open up to them and let them come to me? So you might be feeling like that, and you've thought like, well, in the past they've kind of come into me, so maybe I should just wait for them, or maybe I should just see what happens or see how it goes. And that you're feeling like, should I open up or should I talk? I'm not sure which one I want to do. Or maybe like, you know, you have communication with them, but then they don't really open up to you. So it might be kind of like these dynamics. All right, how they are viewing you and this connection and everything from their side. They love it, actually. They see you are so hot. I get the Queen of Fire. So you are so hot. It's absolutely gorgeous. You are somebody that very much is on your throne, in your power. They might be a little younger than you. They look up to you or see you as more mature than them. They see you as passionate and feisty. A perfect match to the fire sign energy, if your person's a fire sign. They look at themselves as calm and chill and just kind of somebody that's like always there if you need them, you know, kind of like, oh, if pile 3 wants me, you know, I'm here if they need me, you know, like I'm available if like they need to talk to me or whatever. Kind of like they feel like they're over on their side in their corner, just being like, oh, I'm just doing my life, and like if pile 3 needs me, I'm around. They feel like you guys are on great terms with the 10 of Cups. If this was a different kind of reading and I knew that it was not a no or low contact, I would say you guys are together. Or they see the two of you as your hearts are together and your souls are together and it's beautiful. Usually when the Queen and the Knight, when 2 court cards show up together on their side, they see you guys as committed or together, especially with the 10 of Cups, which is like very, very happy or ultimate happiness. Since you guys are probably not together, I would say that they feel in their heart or in their soul like you guys are, or they feel like you guys are going along very nicely with like no problems. They might be a little deluded, but they're probably like, oh, we're on great terms. We're not on bad terms whatsoever. We're on good terms. I'm very happy with the dynamics. So they feel like they look at you in a way where probably they're like, oh, they look up to you. They are on good terms. You guys are not fighting or sad. And, you know, and that they're like, oh, pile 3 is great. Yeah, we're fine. In the past, what has happened? In the past, you have given them some love. I get the Page of Pentacles. You have given them some small offers. You've probably given them some olive branches or thrown out some niceties. You probably have been there for them. You've probably given to them or helped them with something. So that's nice. They might have been in a relationship at the time. I get the 3 of Cups. Or they might have just been dating around. Especially if they are Knight of Wands. They might have been having a good time. Or they might have been in a relationship. It might have been in the past a third party situation, but I feel like they're probably not in a relationship like that anymore. I get the 6 of Swords, where maybe they've moved on from casually dating or moved on from third party, and now they are maybe probably single, or they feel like you guys are on good terms. They might feel like you guys are even together, or they might have intentions of you guys being together. That kind of thing. I'm not getting painful cards. I'm getting maybe calm, chill cards, and also the energy where you guys are fine and on good terms energy. And maybe that your person intends to come forward for you. So there's promise of that. There's like definitely like, I wouldn't say promise like I'm promising you. I would say like there is possibility of that. Or maybe they have intentions of maybe that in the future. Because they have great energy towards you on their side. And that you're even thinking like, oh, well, maybe it's time for me to send them a message, or maybe it's time for me to just chill here and see if they come forward. You might be in like a wait and see time, where you're waiting and seeing and that kind of thing. I get the Fool, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Devil. Okay, so what's going to happen in the next 3 months for you guys is I get that there is forward movement. I get that probably they do act impulsively since they are more of the impulsive one. Well, you perceive them as impulsive. They perceive themselves as methodical. They perceive you as impulsive. So you both perceive the other one as impulsive, and one of you guys will be with the Fool. So one of you will take action. There is a financial stress or worry in this connection, or maybe a fear of rejection with the 5 of Pentacles. So maybe you or they or both feel like, oh, well, maybe they could reject me, but screw it. So you guys have some fears of rejection, but you guys take action anyway. And you guys might even have sex or hook up because I get the Devil. So there is that. If there is a working or financial or business situation between the two of you guys, or have been in the past or could in the future, you guys might talk about, do you guys do that? Because the Devil and the 5 of Coins, there may be some sort of financial thing, especially if you guys have met or knew each other through work. You guys might just talk about that, as that if that happened in the past, because I am getting like Knight of Coins, Princess of Coins, 5 of Coins, Devil. So there might be that, or most likely you guys are going to overcome fears of rejection and you guys might hook up with each other in the next 3 months, which is not far. And then I get the Page of Fire. You're going to feel hot and sexy, and you're going to feel like a good hot commodity, and you're going to feel confident, and you're going to feel good. Maybe this person restores your confidence, and it does seem like it's lovely. So the Page of Wands represents lots of passion. So that's great. So you guys have lots of passion. It's good. You might even go into a cycle where you guys are actually a little more self-focused, where you're it shifts your priorities of focusing on them with the, Knight of Wands to the Page of Wands. So you move from, oh, I have to over prioritize their needs, to you're like, actually, it's my needs now. Thanks. Kind of like that. So you get your needs met. You also probably get validation. If you're looking for reassurance or validation that they're into you, you feel that because you feel confident and you feel beautiful and good about yourself, or handsome. All right. So I'm going to do 5 cards now to see, why are you guys in a no or low contact situation? Why are they holding themselves back or not coming forward? So I'm going to do 5 tarot cards, and I'm going to layer them with 5 pink Divine Love Oracle cards. And then I'm going to layer them with the Hermit cards. So we're going to see what's going on. So why are you guys in a no or low contact? situation to begin with. All right. And again, I'm not going to do reversals for this reading. All right. And then what do they think about this? What's going through their mind? Why? Okay, this. So, all right. Well, they definitely are charged and revved up for you. They are very attracted to you, and they have a lot of sweetness in their heart for you with the Ten of Cups. So much happiness. Like when they're with you, they're like so happy. Good. But I get the cards that showed up is Ace of Wands, be more selfish, and seek professional advice. So your person is definitely getting some advice from a professional about your connection right now, and they might feel like they need that before they take action on you. I'm also getting be more selfish. They might be feeling like they need to take care of their own needs or their own life at the moment, and that's like a priority because of some reason. And then I get Ace of Wands, which is like they just want to come in and be like passionate with you, honestly. Because this is a sexual card and a card of new beginnings. So what pairs with their passion and sexual desire for you and wanting a new beginning is King of Cups. Oh, they have so much love for you. I feel like they really, really, really love you. The King of Cups is a card of like so much romantic love paired with so much sexual passion. No wonder why they feel the 10 of Cups. And I get lovers. You're my jam, close bond, and friends. Okay, for some of you, you guys might even be together because, I mean, I did get that on their side. Or they feel like you guys have a very close bond. You guys are definitely friends. They definitely have a lot of love for you. If it's not romantic yet, it's like so much like best friend love that it's going to just tumble into romantic love like immediately. I can't imagine they're in that much denial that they have so much happiness and so much happiness and so much love and so much everything and so much sex, passion, that they can't think of it as like a romantic love. Like I feel like it just has to be. So anyways, they feel like you're perfect for them. So they want to race in, I feel. I feel like they have so much there. The reason why they haven't acted on it is because even though it exists, and I feel like this is just more validation that like it really does exist because it was so strong over here and now it's over here. So the reason why they haven't acted on it is they feel like they've had to walk away to be more selfish. So the 8 of Cups is they feel like they have to be no or low contact with you. They feel sorry if they feel like they've had to like abandon you, but they definitely have had to walk away from this connection because they feel like they've had to be more self-focused in their life because they felt like they just like had to. And that's why their boundaries were too harsh with you. It's like you're dealing with a person that feels so much for you that they needed to be so rigid to overcompensate for their passion and their strong emotional love. They had to get like so rigid with their mind to lock that out. Because if they were to just like swim around in it, they would like be obsessed. So they've given it, they've denied you access and they've made themselves very unavailable and very hard to reach because they feel like it's absolutely mandatory that they focus on themselves and their lives right now. Like it's an absolute must. So there is this. And I hope that they're getting some professional advice to maybe soften their boundaries. And that also might be why you're like, well, should I just reach out to them? They seem pretty unavailable, even though I know they have a lot of passion for me. So this is confusing. So it definitely seems like they're seeking some professional advice right now because they want to race in and be sexual with you and creative and artistic, if they are artsy, with you with the 2 of Wands card. And they want to make future plans with you and they need to know which path in their life they should take. It's almost kind of like if they were in a relationship and now they're not, or they were in a third party with you and now they're not. They need to know like the best course of action to make the best action steps forward to really make their life the most happy and also maybe even and hopefully give you a life that makes you very happy. But they're not quite sure when they're ready emotionally to get involved. And I also get with the options card that they have many opportunities available, but I'm not getting that they just want to sleep around. I'm getting, for some of you that might be the case, I mean, they do show up as Knight of Wands, but that's also just your perception of them. That might not be who they really are, because really they're the Knight of Pentacles. So they're not really a Knight of Wands personality. They just might have been only showing you that side. They really, at the heart of them, are a Knight of Pentacles. So they're not really an F-boy. They're really actually more of just like a committed, solid, secure, reliable person. So it's interesting. So I get they might not know which path in life to take. This is somebody that might have just got out of a relationship and been like, do I feel like I want to be here? Or do I want to live across like the country? Or do I want to take this job in El Salvador? Like they might just be like, what do I want to do with my life? Like, how do I want to live it? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to do it? And I don't even know if that's even near pile 3. That might not even include pile 3, despite my romantic feelings and passionate sexual feelings for them. How do I want to live my life for myself? And I feel like they're just trying to really kind of like figure out like, how do I want to live my actual life? I get the 10 of Pentacles. With you, they see everything. They see forever. They see a relationship that's strong. Like we got that on their side. We get that with all these cards. This is somebody that feels like you could be spouse material, but that they need to figure out what their life is and where they are going and where do they even want their life. Like, do they even want to live in this country? Like, they're just not even sure like what they even want to like do. So this 10 of Pentacles is like they see they could have a forever with you. And they feel the same way, like especially if you feel that with them, like if you're feeling also equally pulled towards them and they want that relationship and you want that relationship, like their feelings are mutual. They want to let you know that their feelings are mutual and that without you in their life, they feel robotic and empty and boring and that their feelings are not there. But with you, they are the 10 of Cups. They are the close lovers and friends. They are the, you know, toast and jam. They are like everything that's beautiful, everything they've had to like push away and like put themselves on a love diet and not let themselves eat it. And it seems like without you, they feel boring and empty and meaningless in a way. So there is that. And so they're also feeling like maybe they need to turn their heart off and just focus on work and career and figure that out. I do feel like they need to figure that out with the 5 of Coins that also had come up. And then, yes, I get the 3 of Cups. So I also feel like that they would like to date you. They would like to have fun and celebrate with you and be with you and everything. And technically, they would even love to like spoil you and make sure you're always taken care of and very comfortable and like give you a lot. They just don't know if you have mutual feelings for them with the do you even care. So I don't know if they are very aware of the like the depth of your feelings. And I think they might even be afraid that actually you don't feel feelings for them with the robotic heart. So I think they're a little unsure of your feelings because they definitely have feelings for you. So they might be torn between, and if they think you don't have feelings for them, they may be like, well, I need to just turn my feelings off. Then that would be stupid of me to continue having feelings for someone that doesn't feel that same way. So there is that. All right. So I will clear this away and we're going to get some more messages for you. I'm going to first go to the untold truths of the heart, because if your person has not been talking to you a lot, then we're going to need to know more information from them. And I'm going to use these again later. So I'm going to put them here. And then these are fine. They're good here. Okay. So untold truths from the heart. All right. So what's going on? These. All right. So secret admirer, clinging, and consequences. Oh my gosh. Okay, so number 1, they're probably stalking your social media. I do get secret admirer. So they are watching you from the wings. They are absolutely like watching what you do. I feel like that they are really, really like, oh, that's so cute. This is the first time I saw the little neon sign on the side and I'm reading the words. It says, love is my drug. So yes, I definitely feel like that they are maybe even shy, and definitely they're repressing, like coming forward, or like trying to repress their desire to come forward and just watch you from the side. And it's interesting because that's also paired with the clinging card that says holding on, obsessing, and watching. So it also seems like that they're watching you from the wings, and definitely that's why I'm feeling like they're looking at your social media. They're definitely like lurking in the shadows in like a sparkly fun way. And then consequences, karma, destiny, cause, and effect. So they're also feeling kind of like, well, where is my destiny in life? Where do I need to go? I don't want bad karma if I was in a third party and I didn't want to act on it and get bad karma. I didn't want bad negative consequences or cause and effect. But also they're noticing that the consequence of just waiting around doing nothing is also leaving them without you. What else are they thinking? confusion. And so they're a little confused. They're not quite sure if they should act on it with you because they need to focus on their life first, they feel. They need to focus on figuring out what they want to do with their career first as well. And they also want to make sure, yeah, there's a little bit of this. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong about seeing them as the Knight of Wands, but I don't feel like that they are. I know I actually don't ever get all these cards for the other two piles, but I'm doing it with this. So I feel like this has a theme together. That's a unit. All right. Yeah, so they're kind of confused, and I feel like that they're just not sure. Like, if you're into them, they need to figure out their career. They need to figure out where they want to live. I feel like your person is in transition and in limbo right now, and they're trying to figure out, like, getting their bearings, like, where they want to go. And they're a little unclear with what they want to do and how they want to plan their life. All this is together. So first of all, the reason why you're not wrong about them being Knight of Wands is you also might look at them as a rolling stone or like a traveler. I get roaming wild, free-spirited, risks and possibilities. They may be like, oh, well, I think I'll just go live in Timbuktu for like a year and backpack through, you know, this volcano and see what I feel like doing. Like, they might not know like what they want to do with their life, and they might want to like roam wild for a while. So they might just be like, needing to go off and find themselves is kind of how I'm feeling. And then they want to do that before they have anything else, again, that's maybe like established, that's like a white picket fence situation. Or at least they need to get their bearings before they can kind of pursue them things with you. So another reason why they are no contact right now is because they're really trying to figure out, like, get kind of something out of their system before they're into something a little bit more traditional again. And I get family, triumph, and security. So they're really trying to figure this out before they even build a family, or, you know, they need some security first before they're able to kind of like resume with you. But they think you're so gorgeous. Like, I get beauty. Like, you're a swan. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You're charming, graceful, luxurious. They love everything about you and your lifestyle and who you are and everything they imagine you are and have and all of that. They think right now, and they've even had an epiphany, that until they get their life together, that you would be happier and better off without them. And so there's that. They're like, pile 3 is so beautiful. They're such a swan. They're so charming and graceful and lovely. They're absolutely lovely. They would be so much better off. I don't want to ruin their life and come back in and blow up their existence until I'm ready, until I'm in a better, like, clear headspace, until I'm able to get a better perspective on life, and I can create like my life the way I need it to be. And this epiphany is a beautiful realization for them because they don't want to destroy your peace. They really have your best interest in mind while also trying to take care of their own needs and their own self. So there is this. So that is kind of a little bit more about like what they would tell you if they were able to like really open up, or like where their head's at the moment. In the other piles, I asked like, what would they tell you if they could really open up and if they could? And so I would say like for them, that's more of kind of like their truth and what they're going through. But it is still kind of like, you know, they're not telling you this, or maybe they've told you, alluded to this, or maybe you've been able to perceive a bit of this, but it's a little bit more in depth. But I want to know a little bit more about like their vulnerable side to you. This is their light side, shadow side messages. And I wanted to know a little bit more about like, what are they thinking and feeling in regards to you right now? This can be really helpful if you're in like a no or low contact situation. So let's see here. All right. So they are dealing with a couple of shadows. They're dealing with some light side. The light side messages are they're ready to open up to you. So I do feel like if you were to send them a message or be like, hey, how are you? Or like, you know, they might reach in, you know, to your life and be like, oh, hey, how have you been? I do feel like that there is like a, you know, willingness to open up and talk. And it does seem like they want to treat you well. Like you got like the luxurious swan, you know, like you're my queen. That's how I want to treat you. They saw you as the queen of fire. So, you know, they do want to treat you well. I don't know if they feel like they have enough money to treat you well, but they would like to. And then I get maybe we're too different and that's why we disagree and fight. So their doubts or their worries or insecurities about this connection is that maybe you guys are different. Maybe you guys aren't on the same page. Maybe you guys want different things out of life. They don't want you guys to have these things come between you and fight over these maybe differences. I don't want to say they're irreconcilable differences, but they are a little worried that maybe they are big differences and they don't want them to cause problems or chaos in this connection. Okay, so they're ready to open up to you, but they're afraid to open up to anyone. But I do feel like if they were going to open up to anyone, it actually would be you. So I feel like they want to open up to you about their heart and their dreams and their thoughts and their life, but they might not want to open up to you about their feelings for you. So I feel like there is that. And then also I feel, because they are shy, and also I'm not sure if they're really ready to like totally open up, and I feel like they're maybe 50-50 right now, and maybe why they're holding themselves back, but not like a permanent holding themselves back, because they need more time to figure this out. So I also feel like they might need a little more time to open up. So they're getting ready to open up. They might even be ready to open up about part of it, but maybe not all of it. And they still need a little bit more time. And I think they might also need a little more time to figure out like their life in general. All right. So now we're going to see, what have they realized about you? Yes, that's what we do next. All right. So we're going to see, what have they realized about you? Yes. And then after that, we're going to see what's going to happen next. So what have they realized about you? They realized that they are too closed off, number one. They realized that they haven't come forward probably in a while. They've realized that you hit them like a hurricane. You rock them like a hurricane. And then I get the Tower and the Nine of Cups. They realize that they have so much passion for you and that you make them so happy, and they just want to be, you know, happy with you. They want to get like lost in your life and in you and not deal with reality. And then King of Cups came out for the second time. They've realized, they're very aware that they're in love with you and that they resist it. Okay. So what they've realized with the Four of Pentacles, how they have been closed off, that they haven't opened up, that they're ready to open up but not quite ready to open up, that they open up to you and they can tell you things they can't tell anyone else. And that might be what's so confusing about having such a no or low contact situation with them. Because when you guys talk, you guys probably can talk really like effectively and deep and, you know, about so much. And, you know, you guys have such a close bond. And then when you guys go time periods that are probably extended with like no contact or low contact, you're like, what happened? Where did it all go? Why did it go away? This is so confusing. Why are you acting like two different people? So they're realizing that they have not really let you in and they haven't really opened up to you about what's going on. And that's because they realized that when they're around you, it shakes up their whole entire world. I feel like you're a catalyst for them, and they realize when they're around you, it's a lot, it's intense. And so they're probably like, oh wow, I don't know if I can deal with like intensity today. I just want to like, you know, play my guitar. I don't know if I really want to like do this really intense thing. You know, I think I just want to like go take a walk, you know, so they might not want to have like intensity all the time. They also realize that you make them feel all the feelings, all the intensity, all the sexuality, all the everythings. And they probably get really turned on when they're around you, and maybe they even, you know, connect with you in a sexual way. And then they're like, oh wow, I need to get myself under control. Because the Nine of Cups, they realize they feel so much pleasure when they're around you. Like they have so much happiness. Like you got the 10 of Cups, you get the 9 of Cups. Like they're very aware of how happy they are with you and everything that they think and feel when they're around you and all of it. And then the Queen of Wands shows up again right next to the King. Oh my gosh. Yes, exactly. They've realized that they see the two of you guys together as like husband and wife. Like they see you as spouses. They see you on your thrones. They see themselves and perceive themselves to be like the King of Hearts, the king with all the love. And they see you as like the hottest, most confident, sexy queen. And they see the two of you as together, and they see you as a power couple. And they see that that would actually be the thing that gives them the ultimate happiness. And that shocked them to realize that they're like, oh my God, I really, really want pile 3. I want us to be together, and I want a commitment, and I want everything with them. And that is so intense for me. And then that's why they resist it. So the 7 of Wands is they have some resistance, but I want to pull another card on like, well, I know why they resist, we looked, but why again? Why again do they resist this like happily ever after with you? Page of Swords and 7 of Swords. Okay, so if they were in a third party, they resisted it for their relationship. If they have a daughter or a child, they might resist it to be a good parent or because they need to take care of kids. The 7 of Swords comes up because they're like, well, I don't want to like betray anybody in my life, especially if I have kids. That's definitely like a piece. I don't want to betray if I have a girlfriend or a partner with the Page of Swords. So I would say that they have resisted it if they're in a relationship or have been. And I also get to that they're like, well, I resist it, but I still observe them. I still spy on them secretly. Like literally the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords are like the ultimate combination of spying. Spying and hiding it, spying and doing it secretly. That sort of thing. They also might feel like they have to resist it until they come up with a plan. The Seven of Swords can be a strategist, somebody that's planning something, and by information they get from spying on you, they might be coming up with a plan. And also I do feel like, of course, they are still trying to focus on their own life. All right, so now we're going to go see final message for you. What's going to happen next in this connection? A little deeper. We saw a little bit of the next 3 months and then after that, but we're going to see a little bit about what is going to happen next in this connection. I appreciate you watching this video so far up to this point. If you guys do want a private reading from me, feel free to contact me. My information is in the description box. And also, if you guys, this is an answer to a poll. So if you guys have any questions about your relationship, you want me to make a video for you, then feel free to leave your questions in the comments and I will make a video for you by special request. That's not a problem. I'm always looking to make new videos on this channel. My next video coming out is the second highest result on the poll, which was what new people are coming in for you. Some people are bored or discouraged or frustrated waiting around for their no or low contact person to get it together. And so we'll be able to see who new might be able to come in for you if you're looking for a new person. We're going to do that in our next video. So we're going to see who's coming in for you. That's going to be very fun. So stay tuned for that. And also, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe this video, that would be so awesome. It would really help me out and the channel. It would help boost the algorithm so that I could make you more content, and that would be really awesome. So I appreciate you, even if it's just like an emoji or something. All right. So now we're going to see 5 cards. What is going to happen next between you and your person? All right. Oh, and also, if you guys could watch the first 30 seconds of the ads, that will also help me out as well. And then you can skip ahead. That will at least help me as well. And it's free for you. All right. What's going to happen next between you and your person? I get the Two of Cups. I feel like you guys are going to unite. That's actually really beautiful and really sexy. So their next move is they're going to come forward for you in a very beautiful, very romantic way. And I get the Moon. They're going to be coming forward with you to you in a lot of emotions. So the Moon is going to be, they might be like spilling their feelings all over the place. They might have like verbal like diarrhea where they just like spout off everything. With the Moon, I feel like they might be overwhelmed emotionally and they might just like have it all come out of the, tumble all out of them at once. They might still be a little confused about their life and they don't quite know exactly where to go. But yeah, exactly. Their love will be overflowing for you with the Ace of Cups. So the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups is so strong. And I feel like that this is going to happen even if they haven't figured out like their whole entire life. So I think this is actually very beautiful, and I feel like they're going to absolutely be like so romantic with you. So they're going to come forward for you, and they're going to have maybe probably like a big love confession, probably because they've been holding it back for so long with the Hanged Man. So it's interesting because I'm getting on one hand, they're going to like come forward and like give you all their love. And then on the other hand, they're like a little confused and holding themselves back. So it might be a little bit like it might not happen right away, but the next chronological move from them will be this, but it might not happen immediately. I'm going to get some time frames actually to see when. And then Three of Wands. It might be right before you or they take a trip somewhere. So that's actually very interesting. Or they might be wanting to travel to come see you if that is a dynamic in your relationship that needs to happen. But I'm going to actually give a little bit of a time frame because they still do have some reserved energy with the Moon and the Hanged Man and the Three of Wands. They are planning it, but they might not know when exactly. So I'm going to do 5 time frames because this is a collective reading for a lot of you watching. So feel free to pick the time frame closest to the time frame you are watching this because this is a timeless reading. So when soonest will your person most likely be able to come forward with you with this Two of Cups, Ace of Cups love offer? this week. Okay, you guys, you might even hear from your person this week. That is amazing. And these cards can be very long and sometimes like, nope, not happening. So this is amazing. So some of you guys, this is going to happen this week. So cool. I get in June for others of you watching. So if that's the soonest month to you watching, I would say June. Another is December if you guys are watching, probably like in the fall. Another is in autumn if you guys are watching maybe in like the late summer. And in August, yes. So, okay, so I would say that your windows of time are almost like immediately now with this week. And then also June, December, and August for like months of time. And then also in the autumn or in the fall. So these are some windows of time where your person could come in and give you this offer. Because it seems like you guys are not entirely in no contact and you guys are not blocked. You guys are not unfriended. It does seem like you guys are talking or the channels are open. And I do feel like your person has a lot of love for you. So I feel like they need to figure some things out in their life, but they are very excited to come forward. So that is beautiful. So, all right, pile 3, that is the reading I have for you. Again, please stay tuned because I'm coming out with new videos, especially the new people coming in for you video. In case, you can always have one of those fun people in the meantime while you're waiting for your person to come in. And there's no harm in having somebody like your person or better. So I will see you guys next time. And if you guys have anything you want me to make for you as videos, feel free to leave it in the comments and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye guys.